What's up, everybody? It is Sai back here again, also known as Fat Boy Sai on YouTube. How are we all? Hope you're well and keeping safe. Hope you're having a nice week and weekend. So today is sort of Sunday. This is just sort of a little video of sort of my sort of thoughts on the sort of up and coming football match in the Euros between England and Germany. Obviously, I've sort of obviously have my thoughts on what could happen, what will happen. Um, So yeah, and obviously sort of what I think the end result will be in that game, and obviously sort of probably a little bit if I can get in of what I think of the Euro so far, in general. So anyway, so Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, big game. The knockout stages are now here, and we have the old classic rivals of England v Germany. So it was sort of always going to sort of be written in the stars of who was going to get who, and obviously with obviously if we won the group, which we was favourites to sort of win the group, I suppose, in obviously the group of Croatia, Czech Republic, and Scotland. And then obviously was always going to get the runner-up of the sort of group of death, as they call it. Obviously France, Portugal, Germany, and Hungary. And obviously we ended up with Germany, so which was well, at the end of the day, we're going to get a tough draw. Let's put it that way. So as I sort of said before, but anyway, so my thoughts on the game. Well, it all sort of all depends really on what Southgate does in my eyes. Um, well, is he going to stick with what he's got? Is he going to sort of change it about a bit? What's he going to do? We don't know. Personally, I think there's still. I mean, with the players that we've got, the talent that we've got so much talent, and it's just unbelievable how much talent we got. And Southgate's not using the best of what we got. In other words, he's sort of, in my eyes, setting it all wrong. Yes, I know we got the job done. Yes, I know we didn't concede any goals, but you look at it, we only scored 2 goals in 3 games. That's not good, is it? Really? Germany, even though they've been sort of slated, saying that they've got good individual players and stuff and that. They don't play as well as a team as used to be when they used to have not so good players, but they play well as a team. I don't know, to be fair, what will happen, to be fair, with them. But I did sort of say before the tournament, you still can't rule out Germany because, I know obviously what happened in the last, or was it World Cup? I think they sort of failed to get out the group stages, but they're always there, Germany, and you can't rule us out. And obviously, with us not sort of beating them, sort of in a major tournament for a while, a long, long time. Um, and sort of hoping that sort of things would change, and sort of wanting things to change, and it'd be great if we could. I don't know. It's sort of hard to sort of call really what will happen. It wouldn't sort of surprise me if Germany smash us, and it wouldn't surprise me if we go to penalties. And obviously, what was going to happen next? Um, but yeah, no. But overall, I think, like I say, the tools are there for England to beat them. I think. I think we're sort of in a similar way to Germany. I think we've got more talent than Germany, but talent can only take you so far. Um, with Maguire being back in the centre backs, no disrespect, Tyrone Mings did a brilliant job in my eyes. I think um, and obviously Maguire and Stones at the back. I think it's going to pretty much be what it is. I think Pickford will stay. Obviously, Pickford will stay and go. He's been solid. Made some vital saves, obviously, especially against Scotland. Obviously, I think it'll be the case of Maguire and Stones at the back. And I think Walker will be there. Saka, probably. Yeah, it's sort of hard to sort of call, really. And you got, obviously, Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice. I know, personally, I would sort of change it a little bit. I would take one of the defensive midfielders out. Because at the end of the day, you've got to score goals to win games. And having 2 defensive midfielders in my eyes don't make no sense in the first place, even at club level, never mind international level. So personally, what do I think? What will happen? Oh, I don't know. It's tough to call. Like I said, I just, as much as I love my country, obviously, and doing what they're doing in football with the talent that they got, and it's just Southgate for me is not a very good manager. I mean, I know it sounds nasty and cruel to say that, but and obviously he took us to the semis of the World Cup. It's just frustrating. I mean, like I said, I would sort of sacrifice Calvin Phillips and in the team, and I literally sort of more an attacking player in there. I think Declan Rice can do a job on his own. I think I know it sounds harsh towards Sterling. I would take Sterling out and give Grealish a shot because Grealish seems to be posing more of a sort of threat. I know Sterling's had a few chances and that lot. For me, I think the big key will be will Harry Kane have his shooting boots on? Because at the moment he's been absolutely dreadful. It's for a so-called world-class player who's so-called worth 150 million. He doesn't even look like a 50 bloody. He doesn't look like a 50 million player. So in my eyes, I think it's just sort of hoping that he does sort of find his boots. That, like I say, the chances are there. I mean, at the end of the day, the team sort of picks up itself in my eyes. But Southgate, like I say, he goes very defensive. I still think, like I say, Sancho should be given a chance. I know he hasn't sort of played well for his club. Borussia Dortmund sort of, got better towards the end from what I've been told and heard. It's just we've left with Jack Grealish and Sancho on left and right side. It's frightening to think what. But like I say, he's relying on Sterling, and for me, Sterling he's a very greedy player. But like I say, he's got us both goals so far, which is I suppose fair play. But yeah, so I'm not too sure. But like I say, I think, like I say, the future's brilliant with the talent that we got. But as for this game, will we win? Why not? Why not? Why can't we win it? I think we've got a good shout, a great chance. We always knew we was going to get a difficult team in the knockout stages. I think if we do beat him, I think we can go a long way. But and that's the word, but in it. But yeah, so it's going to be sort of difficult to sort of read it all. But obviously I'll be cheering on for England. So even though I sort of have very tiny percentage of German blood in me, obviously because my last name comes from Germany. From a great grandfather apparently. So yeah, but anyway, but I'm looking forward to the game in general. If you ask me to sort of put a gun to my head and think what would you go for, I would go. I would go a 1-0, go into extra time, and I think we'll nick a winner. That's what I'm going for. It's a bit out there. My head and heart says two different things. My head sort of says England, but my heart sort of says Germany because I just think because of the history, we've not done very well against them in previous years and obviously knockout tournaments. But like I say, 90 minutes of football, you never know. So bring it on. Why not? Bring the Germans on. Let's have them. Let's go for it. And like I said, if we do beat him, I think we'll go at least semis. I think we're going to go really far. Could even win it. You never know. But like I say, I am realistic at the end of the day. So. But anyway, so that's my sort of thoughts on it, really. So in a way, I think England could win it in extra time 2-1. It would be nice, but like I say, it wouldn't surprise me if Germany won as well. But I'll stick my neck on the line and say England win 2-1 extra time. So overall, tournament so far, through some surprises. Obviously with today. Obviously being at Sunday, with today's earlier game with the Netherlands and Russia. No, sorry, not Russia, Czech Republic. Do excuse me, get my bloody facts wrong again. And obviously Czech Republic beating them, which no disrespect to the Czech Republic, was a sort of surprise. But it's the old saying, 90 minutes of football, you never know what can happen. And obviously, sort of with the other day with Wales being knocked out as well. So obviously having Welsh family. It's it's sort of they got battered. Let's not put it like that. They got battered 4-0, didn't they? So and obviously with two Leicester City keepers, and one on one side and one on the other side. So Danny Ward and Kasper Schmeichel. So it's nice to sort of see the Leicester boys representing their countries, and all good. So like I say, and at the moment, as we sort of speak, Belgium and Portugal are now playing, which is a very tasty game. And obviously it's sort of 0-0 at the moment, as we can sort of see. But like I say, that's a good game to watch, and I'm sort of watching at the moment. It seems to be sort of Portugal sort of on the attack sort of thing. But anyway, so like I say, I still think Belgium will win the whole thing. I've not changed my mind at all. I don't think, I sort of secretly said Italy. I still think secretly Italy got a chance of winning it, even though they just got through against Austria. But obviously I thought they'd breeze through that, but just goes to show you, 90 minutes of football, anything can happen. So that is it. So that is sort of basically my predictions, what I sort of think of the Euro so far, and what I think the main sort of obviously talking point is obviously the Germany and England game, and what I think would happen. So happy days. So I'll be back again after probably Tuesday night after the game, so it'll sort of be a sort of late night one, and I'll be back then. So, and obviously give you sort of my thoughts on the game itself, and obviously where we go from there. So as always, people, you all take care and stay safe, and I'll be back for more football chat very, very soon. So like I say, it would be great help if you can subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Fatboy/Sty is the name of the channel, and obviously give me your thoughts on what your predictions are for the game itself, and obviously tell me what score you think, and obviously can we beat the Germans? Can we do it eventually at last? And obviously and so we obviously smash the like button as well, obviously, of course. So there we go. So as always, folks, you all take care and stay safe, and I shall be back for more football chat Tuesday night. Bye bye, everyone.